everybody, I'm Dana, and I am here to give you guys an update. I did indeed get my palate expander put in, and you can probably tell because I sound ridiculous. So stick around with me for just a little bit, and I will tell you guys how it's been for me so far. Okay, so I know that I told you guys that I was going to upload my video on March the 6th or the 7th, so I do apologize that I'm so late in getting this video update loaded, but life just gets in the way sometimes, and I do have a small shop that I run, so I've just been kind of busy with that. I've been making the cutest earrings that I'll show you guys at the end of my video. Just a quick peek, because they're so adorable. Anyways, I did get my palette expander. It was placed on March the 6th, and everything went really smoothly with the placement. As it wasn't uncomfortable or anything like that. It fit perfectly. The appointment was very quick. I wasn't in there for any time at all. So they placed it, and then I sat up, and they were prepared to show me how to tighten it. And I remember sitting up, and I had a moment of panic because everything in my mouth was just immediately totally different. I couldn't talk very well at all. I couldn't swallow. I felt like I couldn't swallow at all. And even my own saliva, I couldn't swallow. So that really freaked me out an awful lot. But that first day while I was there at the office, they showed me how to tighten it. And that very first day, it was tightened 4 turns. I got 4 turns on my first day. They did 2 there at their office, and then I came home that night and I turned it 2 times. The first time that I turned it myself, honestly, I thought I was gonna pass out because they give you, let me see, where did I put it? They give you this little tool right here. It's the key that you use to tighten it. And it's got this little arm on it that bends back and forth. So basically, you pull this down so that it's sticking out like this, and you would stick it in your mouth, and there's a little hole in your expander, and all the way back there. There's a little hole, so you stick the end of this into the little hole, and you basically push this towards the back of your throat, all the way to the back of your throat, and this little thing will push all the way up as you're putting the pressure on it until it's like this, and that's how you know that you've completed your turn, and you'll be able to see the next hole on your expander. So the first time that I had to turn it myself, I ended up, first off, I was fumbling terribly trying to get this in the hole. And second off, when I did get it in the hole and I did complete my turn, I could not get this thing out of my expander hole. I was pulling and tugging, and it was just kind of locked in there. So I had a moment of panic. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's stuck. I've got this thing sticking straight out of my mouth. So I had to try and calm myself down, and I was finally able to pull that out. And by the time it was time for because I had to do another turn, it was 2 turns that night, I was so shaky. My hands were shaking so badly. So the first night was a nightmare. It was really horrible for me. The second night was much easier, and now it doesn't even bother me at all to turn it at night. So I told you I got 4 turns the first day, and then I've been turning it twice a night since then, and I will stop turning it on March the 17th. So as of today, it has had 18 turns, and by the end of this, I will have turned it 26 times. And then I go back to see my orthodontist, and we go from there. I'm supposed to have a gap in these front 2 teeth by the 2 weeks, but I don't know. It's just, I'm on 8 days, and there is no gap. So I don't know if that's going to pop up or not, but I really do hope that it works. I can certainly tell, like, in my mouth that things feel differently. So fingers crossed that it works. I don't want the gap, but I do want the gap because that means it's working. Let's see. Eating has been like a big issue for me because I'm not able to eat the kind of food that I want to eat. And like the first several days, it was really difficult for me. I mean, I was taking just like the babiest of bites. I mean, just little bitty tiny bites because I felt like I couldn't swallow it because the metal bar is just like this is your tongue. The metal bar is like resting on your tongue. So it's like putting pressure on your tongue. So it certainly does interfere with how you swallow. And so I kind of had to adjust to that. And, you know, also while you're eating, you've got a space between the roof of your mouth and your expander. So food very easily gets stuck up there, which is very unpleasant. So it causes you to feel like you're choking on your food very frequently. So that's definitely been an issue for me. So I've just kind of been sticking to like softer foods. I haven't been able to eat any kind of meat. I take that back. I haven't been able to eat like soft ground beef. But other than that, just lots of soft vegetables, pasta. I've been eating, sorry, I heard a noise. I don't know what it was. I've been eating lots of puddings, smoothies, milkshakes, just anything soft. So I'll definitely be really happy to have this thing taken out. He did say it would be in my mouth for 6 to 9 months, so I'm not too happy about that, but I do realize that, you know, in the end of all this, it will be worth it. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and hope for the best. Talking has, I don't know, I think I've adjusted pretty well. I mean, there's certain words that I can't say, like eat. Eat is a really hard word for me to say. And there's other words, but I do know I sound funny, but compared to like my first day or two, I think I sound a lot better than I did. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, and it was my first time like being around anybody that wasn't like immediate family, so I was a little embarrassed and uncomfortable, and I felt like I had to just like immediately tell them like, I'm sorry if I sound silly, you know, I've got this thing in my mouth, please bear with me, please be patient, because some words just are a little bit more difficult for me to get out, but for the most part I think I'm easily understandable. Let's see. Is there anything else I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the impression I've got on my front tooth. I'm a little embarrassed to show you guys this because like it's really ugly looking. Like I cannot believe that these are mine. I cannot believe that these are my teeth. I cannot believe this is in my mouth. And it just makes me realize how truly jacked up my teeth are. So I'm gonna show you guys because it's honestly something. Okay. It doesn't look bad from the side. But like this tooth right here, I don't have this tooth anymore. It's been taken out. These are the molars that they put the metal bands on to attach my expander. Okay, so the real treat is when you look at it from the bottom side, the roof of my mouth. That's when you can see how truly messed up it is. So I'm going to show you guys that, and yeah, please don't judge me too harshly because it really is, it's a mess. But yes, that is, hopefully you guys can see it and it's in focus, but you can see just how tiny the roof of my mouth is and how messed up it is. It's absolutely horrible looking. I cannot believe this is mine. If you're wondering what this is, that is not a cavity. No, that's not on my actual tooth. I'm pretty sure it's like a burn mark or something from where they made this impression. So yeah, that is not on my tooth. So yeah, honestly, looking at this and looking at my mouth now, I definitely feel like I can see some kind of movement. And when I turn my expander at night, I can certainly feel things happening. When you turn the key, there's a lot of pressure right here. For me, I feel a lot of pressure right in my nose area and on the sides of my head. And every single night that I turn my expander, my bite feels different. Sometimes I'll have like a space over here where my teeth don't touch. Other nights it'll be perfect. So it's really, I'm always excited to turn it, and oh yeah, I hope tonight my teeth are lined up nicely. But all in all, it's been difficult, but it's not as absolutely miserable as I thought it was going to be, especially those first several days. Those first days, I was truly thinking there's no way I'm going to survive this. There's no way I'm going to make it 6 to 9 months. But it's crazy how your body, you just adjust to things. You just adapt. And I think that's pretty cool that we're able to do that. But yeah, that is my update. I go back and see my orthodontist March 25th or 26th, something like that. I don't know. So I go see him soon. And we'll go from there and see what he says. I have a feeling, honestly, that he's going to want me to tighten it some more. Because I don't think that the 17th is going to create that gap like we had thought. But so I want to show you guys right quick the little earrings I'm working on. I know it's not relevant to the video, but you guys gotta see them because they're so cute. Look, I am a 90s baby, so look, I am Rugrats obsessed. It is one of my favorite cartoons, and I've been working on these cute little earrings. And check it here, he's almost done. Like, I've got him sealed up on the front. I have to seal him on the back, but look how cute! I cannot wait to get these finished. I have to attach the hardware, but they are going to be the cutest little earrings ever, so I am excited to put them in my shop. So that's just one of the few things that have been keeping me busy. And I'm trying to keep myself occupied as much as I can so that I'm not like hyper focused on food and all the things that I want to eat and I can't. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to share that with you guys. And if you have any questions, let me know. Also, one thing I want to mention right quick is the ladies at the office, when I had my expander put on, they took a short video on how to tighten my expander. So I was thinking like maybe I'll eventually upload that. I'm not sure, I haven't decided, but I thought that was pretty cool that they did that for me. Because I'm not sure if I could take a video on myself of me tightening it. I don't know how that would work. I guess I could try. But I want to see if I could show you guys like what the expander looks like inside my mouth too before I log out, in case you are curious. I don't want to like stick my nose all up in the phone, but yeah, can definitely see it from there, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not great. It's definitely has its moments of being miserable, and eating is not the best. It's hard not being able to take like a full bite like I'm used to, and having to break it down into smaller bites, and really not getting that feeling of being satisfied while I'm eating is hard, but I'm making it. I am adjusting, and that's all that matters, and this is going to be worth it. So I thank you if you've made it this far and you've listened to me ramble on. I appreciate it. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. And thanks again for hanging out with me for the past 15 minutes. And I will upload another video at a later time when I feel like there is an update to be given. So you guys take care and have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.